Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Wealth Building mini class. And right now we are going through the 8 essentials for creating wealth and success. My name is Millen Livis. I'm a financial empowerment mentor for free-spirited and ambitious women. So if you're here today, I hope you had an opportunity to review the essentials 1 through 7 that I was teaching in the previous mini classes, because today is our final class, mini class for this series 8 essentials for creating wealth and success. And the essential number 8 is be open to receive wealth and abundance. And before I start, I want to acknowledge you for taking time to be with me today. I know you're very busy. I know you have a lot of things on your plate. And the fact that you are making time either to watch this video live or to watch the recording tells me that you obviously care about the financial wellness of yourself, your family, your loved ones. And I deeply appreciate your desire to better your life. So thank you for being here, and I want you to acknowledge yourself as well for taking time to grow and expand your awareness about financial wellness and ways to better your life. So like I said, today is essential number 8, and essential number 8 is be open to receive wealth and abundance. So what does it mean to be open to receive wealth and abundance? You probably were taught, at least I know from my experience, or let's say many people were taught, that once you identify your desire and once you align yourself with this desire, and we talked about alignment before, then you can just relax and expect to receive it. No, 100% it will be provided by the universe. No need to worry to do anything. No need to take action. You've done your job once you identify your desire and align yourself with this desire. And a lot of coaches, law of attraction coaches and new wave mentors, they really teach their followers that you have to meditate, you have to align yourself with your desires, and just allow the universe to bring it to you. And I believe that's an extreme. Obviously, it is an extreme, but it's out there. It's out there, and a lot of people basically feel discouraged because they expect that once they meditate and they identified what they want and they work on their beliefs, it's gonna happen. It's gonna be delivered to them. Let me share with you one example from my clients. She was a pastor in the church, and they were doing very well. And I remember she was sharing with me that she was buying new equipment, cars, furniture for her church. They were flying high. They were really spending money on things that they felt were important for their church. And the only problem, very, very little problem, was that they had no savings. They had no savings. I remember having this discussion, and she said, we are God people, and we believe that God will provide. Well, 2008, 2009 happened. The U.S. economy crashed, and they basically ran out of resources, because their parishioners would not come, would not donate, and they didn't have money. They didn't have money to pay their own rent. They didn't have money to pay for the car lease that they had, etc. And sadly, they ended up losing their home. And I understand that this is an extreme, but believe me, it's not very rare extreme. a few people believe that they can outsource everything that they want to the universe. And I'm a big believer in the power of the universe, but I also believe that there is your part that you need to do, because you co-create with the universe. So that was one extreme. And there is another extreme that I know very well, and I was taught by my parents, that if you want to succeed in life, if you want to live the lifestyle that you want, you have to work really, really hard, and for the most part, struggle through your life. So this this notion that you really have to like struggle to achieve the life that you want to have is quite predominant among especially old generation, and some hardcore people that feel that you have to really, you know, if you build your business, you have to give it all, invest all your life, all your resources into this. If you work for a corporation, you have to work like, I don't know, 17 hours a day, which I used to work like that. So I'm sharing this with you because I know that this is another extreme, and it exists there. And you may even know a few people like that. And I used to be one of these people. Like I said, I inherited this conditioning from my parents, and for them that was true. And for a while that was true for me as well, this belief. So I shared with you two extremes, and I'm telling you that you don't have to be on either extreme of this spectrum. You really can find a way to live the lifestyle that you want to have, and at the same time enjoy getting there in the process. It is possible, and part of this is your practicing your ability to receive. So what aspects of receiving are involved? Like what do you need to know or be aware of in order to receive? So I identified like 5 aspects of becoming a good receiver. So the number one, and I'm talking right now, I'm talking about particularly financial wealth, receiving financial wealth. But it applies to any aspect, any wealth that you want to have, whether it's wealth of love, wealth of time, etc. Because wealth is not necessarily only financial wealth, you know that, right? So we're going to talk about 5 aspects that you need to be aware of in order to receive financial wealth. So number 1, make a decision. Make a decision that whatever is not working in your life, maybe your old money habits, maybe your beliefs that it's not possible for you. Make a decision that whatever is not working for you, that you must change. So this point, this turning point when you make a decision is very important, because I bet you told yourself many times that, you know, I had enough. I don't want to feel not enough anymore in terms of money. I'm done with this. I'm going to change it. And nothing happened. And that's why I believe that it's very important to make this turning point, like write yourself a letter, make it very solid commitment to yourself that this time you mean it, that this time you mean it. And that's why I keep talking about the importance of making a decision or committing to whatever you want to create in your life. So that's number 1. Number 2 is manage resistance, because resistance will come up. Every time you want to change something in your life, resistance will come up, because humans don't like change. Even if this change eventually will lead to something much better or something great, when it comes to change, there is resistance. And resistance may come up in the form of inner conditioning, like who am I to believe that I can be financially independent? Who am I who believes that I can actually have millions and millions of dollars? Who am I who believes that I can make an immense impact in the world? So all these packets that maybe, even if you worked on this, you know, sometimes we have these packets of residual beliefs that still prevent us or slow us down from expressing the fullness of who you are. So I just want to remind you that it's very important to find a way to manage the resistance that may come up when you try to change something. The next option, the next aspect that I want to share with you is that you have to take action to create the momentum, to build the momentum. Because as I mentioned earlier, it's great to believe that you create your reality with your thoughts, with your beliefs. And at the same time, action is when you actually receive what you want to create in your life through action, So do not outsource your happiness, your desires to anything or anyone. You are the co-creator, and it happens when you actually walk your path. When you actually walk your path, that's when it happens. So that was aspect number 3 of receiving. Number 4 that I want to, and I don't know if you're taking notes, maybe you want to take notes, because I think it's important to contemplate on these things. You've got to give in order to receive. And the way you give is when you share your gifts, when you share your experiences, your knowledge that impact other people. Whether you are employee or entrepreneur or business owner or stay-home mom or caregiver, you create an impact in the world by what you give to others. And in the process, you receive love, you receive appreciation, you receive financial compensation, and the bigger your impact, the bigger your financial compensation. And that was one of the essentials that I talked about earlier, but I just want to bring this into the picture because that's part of receiving. And the final aspect of being in a position where you receive is that you've got to expand your capacity to receive and also allow it, not chase it. So I've met quite a few people who don't have capacity to receive. Once they receive financial compensation, once they receive money, they feel like they need to spend it. They don't feel, it's not conscious, it's subconscious. Once they have money in their possession, they spend them. They spend it right away because they don't feel subconsciously. They don't feel that they either can have wealth, or maybe that they even worthy, that they're worthy of wealth. And quite a few people actually equate their financial wealth to their self-worth, their financial worth to their self-worth. And once it happens, once you feel like, okay, right at the moment I don't have much money, and I'm not, it means that I'm nobody, I'm worthless. And trust me, I was in this position. That's why I'm sharing this with you, because I know that it happens. It's not just a superficial example that I'm sharing with you. Once you link your self-worth to your financial worth, it's a roller coaster. You feel guilty, you feel shame, you feel sad, you feel worthless. So be mindful of not linking your self-worth is not does not equate to your financial worth, because you can change it. I want you to it's a very good idea to practice awareness of your specialness. You are very special, and once you come to perceive your financial situation or your current circumstances from that place, once you see money as your spiritual mirror, if you will, of what is happening in your subconscious mind, you can change things around. You can start experiencing serendipities and opportunities that will be happening in your life because you feel special. You feel that you are powerful, because you are. And another aspect that I want to mention here is it's very important there are circumstances in your life when you actually did your best. You really feel that you put all the effort that was required, and things just not happening yet. So when something like that happens, I want you to remember that it's important in life. There are phases in life and you just need to allow instead of chasing. I remember I just started investing in stock market, and I did research certain stocks that researched in and out, and I felt like I was very confident that these stocks would be the right picks for me. And then it just happened that they started going down. And I was so attached to the performance of the stocks that I chose. I was so attached. I felt like I was holding this pencil in my hand, like, my wrist was painful. Like if you hold something for a long time and you don't allow to receive, very often things don't happen the way you expect them. So this ability to allow and not to chase, not to force, is a very important awareness. And that's what I wanted to mention as part of this aspect number 5, where I really want you to practice receiving, developing this ability to receive, which in many ways means allow and not chase. I like this expression, do your best and leave the rest. And that's what I'm going to leave you with today, with this at the end of this mini class. And what I want to say that we are getting ready for something very special for you. I'm working on a workshop that will help many of you to truly change your relationship with money, to truly feel that you are powerful and you have a beautiful future, and that's whatever you want is possible for you. So I'm working on this workshop that I'm very excited to offer to you in just a few weeks. And if you want to be part of the community, supportive community, because as you know, it's very important to have the tools to achieve wealth, to achieve financial independence, but it's also very important to have a guidance and supportive community. I would like to invite you to join my Facebook group that's called Wealth Building for Powerful Women. If you feel that having this community, this very supportive community, will benefit you, please join us. I would be happy to have you with us. And with this being said, thank you very much for your time. I hope you will enjoy your day and enjoy your week. And I look forward to seeing you again very soon. Take care, much love and blessings.